If you're Celtic or Rangers and you lose, you're basically crucified.
Yeah.
Here we go. We should be going live.
Oh
my God, James
damn.
got close.
He's like,
hi, ladies. How you doing today? Hey.
Did you see me all right?
What's this webcam?
Right, there we go. We're on. We are
We're on. We're going.
Dan, you still got your C920?
Yeah.
Is it only one you've got?
Well, that or I could use my phone, but I don't want to faff around with cables, and I've got enough.
You realise the phone doesn't need cables, though?
Well, no, because I might need to charge it, wouldn't I? Right, okay. So I need to start clicking some of these links. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh shit! I'm sitting reading the review for the game.
Tinker Racer is a very good game, just like my paintings.
That's it. He's going to post that, JJ.
That's literally a fucking sentence.
You know the thing about this is when it first went up on the trail, I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty good." And Jay was like, "Are you going to pick it up?" And then Ian was like, "Oh yeah, this looks really good." I thought, right, I'm going to leave it for Ian because I've got MLB The Show at this time. Turns out I could have probably done both in the same time frame.
Definitely have. You're definitely 100%. 100%.
It's the same with like MotoGP 21 came out this week as well. I thought, did I say that I'll pick that up because I've got the show. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do both. Right. And then I was like, I need to keep my schedule clear for May because the best game ever's coming out in May. So I know it's not Resident Evil Village J.
So I don't know what else comes out after that. I'm pretty sure after May 7th, just the world ceases to exist.
That's it.
No, May 19th. My missus is not impressed with me that I've taken a week off, but you know.
19th?
Yes. No, not 19th.
What's the 19th?
The 18th. Have I get my dates mixed up?
Do you mean the 14th?
14th? Did I mean the 14th? What day are we on?
I assume you mean Mass Effect, yeah?
Yes, yeah, Friday. 14th.
Yes, the 14th.
Yeah, okay. 14th.
Yeah.
What episode are we on? 26.
You booked 26. So you booked the wrong days off now?
No, I've booked the right days off. I'm off the Thursday, Friday, so I've been playing it from midnight on the Friday, and then I'm not back in work until the following Saturday.
I'm definitely not doing it, but who's reviewing that?
I don't know because there's 5 names attached to the card, so it's really just a lottery shoot at this point.
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
Who
I got to the point now where I just buy games, so I don't have to review it.
Thing is,
you don't have to review anything, Ian. If you choose to, you have to.
Dickhead.
You know,
I know, I'm only joking. Oh, I knew I'd get Jamie triggered.
Like,
you don't have to go on.
That's the thing. That, like, I've put my name in the hat to review it. I don't care about the code. I've had them both. I've had them pre-ordered on PC, PS5, and Xbox since they went live. So I've got £150 set aside for these games. Mrs. is like, why do you need to buy it?
So you're buying it on all 3 platforms?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I need to play the unlimited frame rate on PC.
I'm confused with platform.
I played the first 2 on PS, whatever it was. So I've got all the trophies. So I need the trophies for the new one.
Oh God, that's that.
And then I need the achievements as well.
And I need the achievements.
Jay's action there was almost like he said, intending fucking idiot. Why buy it on all platforms?
I was only half paying attention. I was like, did I just hear that right? Or was he?
It's literally like a fucking idiot.
What the fuck?
No, I can't talk because I bought Resident Evil on pretty much every platform it's on. So.
Exactly.
And Ocarina of Time.
And Ocarina of Time, yeah. Every time that gets re-released, I pick
that.
that.
Got it playing on a fucking Casio watch.
In fairness, the one I'll play the most is probably the Xbox version, but I need to do at least one. I need to do 3 on the PS5 so I get the trophies.
Going completely off on this.
As a surprise.
We're supposed to be doing something, are we?
Normal, yeah. Well.
No. I just wanted to know who did this. Who posted a question? If we don't get anyone else, is there a phrase or?
I put that in there last week.
Yeah, and I didn't realise. I didn't know who to give the credit to.
Oh right, yeah, that was me.
Oh, so it's just you.
Yeah.
So you
I
just
put the
want
review
to
in
ask this
because
question.
you missed it.
Well, I just thought if no one else asked one, then there's something there if we need to fill some time.
Okay.
Graham is about to cause this podcast to either go through the roof in likes or it get shunted and never listened to ever again.
Oh, what, day 7?
No. Yeah, day 7. That's new.
Um,
Doesn't help these put. Yeah.
I was going to say something really insulting, and then
I didn't.
What?
The other question I've got is...
Did I type it wrong?
No, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I just know there's a big population that prefer the ginger.
No.
What the hell are you talking about?
I think Dan's one's a bit.
But Dan, Master, they're not a relationship.
It fucking changed it to
Oh,
Gerald.
day 7. Sorry. Okay.
It's same with Jamie, Marcus, and Dom. They're not a couple.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Well, they
a
were.
romance.
They were.
Spoilers for people watching early.
Yeah, just stop. And then also Project Game Pass. That ends this week, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I
that's
think we
today.
might as well end it because no one's going to play again next week, are they?
Oh,
Ian.
come on! Like I said, I was busy Wednesday.
We had 2 attempts.
I
Ian.
even recorded audio that I said I was busy Wednesday.
This
I can
is
find the timestamp from last episode.
It doesn't explain the radio silence on the first time, though. We're
Yeah.
not
First time I did
installing
try
it.
the first
I
time.
didn't download it.
The first time I held my hands up. The second time I was very clear.
All right.
I've still got Wednesday to play.
What's the game? What game
Are
are
you
we
going to
going
do your fancy gay wheel or fortune?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, are we
fed
going to pick a wheel, or are we all going to pick a game
new
and
one.
vote for it?
Pick a new one, yeah.
Pick another one. Type it in. Surprise me.
We have to agree.
Why don't you discuss it in the podcast? Or
Yeah,
we're not allowed to
we're-
talk about video games in the podcast.
Yeah, okay, all right.
What do you
We'll
mean
see.
video games? We don't do video games, sorry.
Video games?
Video games are for nerds.
How about Time
I don't know
Crisis?
why-
We'll go to arcades and do Time Crisis.
Oh,
If we do House of the
please,
Dead, I've
yes.
got it upstairs. We can just get on with that.
I was going to say, are we allowed inside to go play?
Also, why has no one added like a random thing on like Xbox or an app for the Xbox where you can just go into like Game Pass and go to like randomizer? And
You
it just-
can. There's
I
Surprise
think you
Me.
can, yeah.
Is it?
Is it
On
on
the,
the
in the
app?
guide, yeah.
Oh,
We need a
on the guide.
multiplayer game where we can all play it.
Oh yeah, I don't
It's
have.
been new. Apart from
No,
MLB
no.
The Show.
Yes, so.
Let's have a
I'm
look.
trying to look.
Fuck it. I don't have my
Where's
Xbox
Game
on my phone.
Pass? Yes. Oh, the Xbox
Second
would be
One
extension.
thing
easier,
you've
wouldn't
got
it?
to start doing, Dan, is timestamping when the podcast actually starts live on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, we're recording now, aren't we? So,
Yeah,
hi
we're
everybody.
recording.
Recording now, yeah.
If you're watching this, you get to see
Hello.
the shenanigans.
The ramblings of the pre-show.
Yeah.
I insult
Before we-
them.
Put professional face on, and that lasts all of 2 minutes.
Professional. Right.
I still
Oh,
don't
it's
insult
down
Dan.
on
Fan
the show,
podcast.
I mean, someone
Exactly.
else could do the
Oh, no,
timestamps
I
for
nailed
me.
it.
They could log into YouTube and then.
I haven't got the ability to look. I can if you want me to. I don't mind doing
It
it.
would be help more. Yeah, it would help me out.
Yeah, send me the deets. I can do it along with my review.
I'm just trying to look, and it doesn't show the time anyway. Oh, I have to do it.
It does
What about-
once you end the podcast, it does give you a full.
Oh, does it give you a full breakdown?
Yeah, then you can change the break. You can cut the breakdowns up. Just give me the
What-
details. I'll look into it. I can
What
sort
about?
it.
What about?
What about Grim Fandango? No, that's not what I play.
Second extension comes out at the end of the month.
I was just trying to see if that's multiplayer.
Yeah, it's like a.
It does come out at the end of the month. Yeah.
It's like a 4-player.
It is
like,
multiplayer.
co-op.
I think it's only a group
versus
of 4.
AI.
Though.
I think it's 4, yeah. But one of us won't have it installed or won't be able to make it, so
Oh, here we go.
we'll be all right, won't we?
Let's just pick Wednesdays, and they'll definitely be me.
Is it every Wednesday then? That's the problem.
Until
Until he satisfies his wife.
mid-May.
Till
So
mid-May.
So we're saying Tuesday's a better night for it then.
Tuesday, 100%. I can be there.
Does Tuesday work for everybody?
It's only Dan because
For
Dan's
now,
got a
yeah.
strict missus who whips him if he spends
this
more
is
than
true.
10 minutes away from her.
I can't do this Tuesday
There
only
we go.
because
Shot caller.
I've got a course. I've got coursework that I need. No, I'm doing that Monday. So yeah, I could do Tuesday.
Boom.
We'll do the last day of Project Fallout, 76,
Well-
this Tuesday, because it's still May.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
You lot carry on Tuesday. I can't do Tuesday, I don't think.
Graham, can you do Tuesday?
You can't do Tuesdays ever, or you can't just do this Tuesday.
I don't know yet. From next week, I'm going to be in a hotel Monday to Wednesday, so I don't know if the
you're
Wi-Fi is
doing
going to be
your-
any good.
Oh yeah, that's good.
If it's any good, I'll be able to join you. But if not, then no.
Friday, I think Friday doesn't work for any people.
Friday works for me.
I was going to. I'm not doing anything else on a Friday.
I'm in a pub
Dan.
garden. I'll be drunk when I get back, that's it.
What do you mean shaky hands?
Oh, so times the missus, you know, we go sit and watch a movie.
Sat-
and cuddle up and
Saturday's
watch
your
popcorn.
Saturday's your date night, so shut up. You've no excuse for Fridays.
Well,
I hope your missus doesn't watch this podcast because things will be really bad.
you can probably hear from upstairs.
She's gonna barge through that door any minute now.
Yeah,
Daniel,
that-
get off that podcast.
Like,
and come with me.
That door's coming off the hinges in a minute. T-shirt's
I
gonna be
love you
flying.
really, Terry. Yeah, don't hurt us.
Sorry,
Give
sorry.
us a zip code.
Close. End stream. Right.
Wait a minute, did anybody else see the pictures of how smashed his face Dan was at the weekend? He's fine.
Battered. I was battered.
No, I didn't see this. Send us
I missed
No.
these.
Oh yeah, Dan was drunk last night. Dan was really drunk.
God,
last night.
send it in WhatsApp.
Proper drunk. You don't want to see some of the photos.
That was like
Dude.
3.5 pints deep.
I mean, to be fair,
You'll be very polite with that as well.
It probably was about 3 pints, to be fair, and a couple of Jaeger bombs. I look scared.
No. He does. He looks terrified. He also looks fat, apparently, according to his... Was it your wife that called you fat?
No, my wife's friend. She went, "Wow, you look big." I was like, "Cheers."
You had your trousers up, yeah?
Yeah.
Polite enough not to say fat, at least. So, you know.
Well,
Give
yeah.
some
Well,
credit.
no, I think she used the word massive, to be fair. It's like cheeky cow. I used to like you, but I don't now.
Yeah.
Um,
You're not fat, you're just massive.
just massive. I was like, yeah,
Unit.
yeah. Oh, okay, sorry.
Brrr.
Right, okay. Are we ready to go? Did you get that?
We've
light?
been ready since quarter 2.
Ready as I'll
about
ever be,
half
yeah.
hour ago.
What's that? I've been ready since quarter 2.
Oh, right, yeah. Ian, did you get the login?
You send me
Login.
login, dears? I have it now, yes.
Login.
Jay will have to authorise you.
Pornhub. It's got premium.
Do I? Oh, I have to wait
But
till
it's Jamie.
afterwards.
Yeah, don't worry now. Do it after the podcast. I'll
Right.
right.
I'll let you edit it all. Right, cool. All right, is everyone ready? So here we go. I've got no intro because I've deleted that scene.
Yeah.
So we do a little singing intro then. Oh no, Graham, do the what's the old one go? The dubstep.
Oh,
I'll tell you what I've forgotten to do.
I
Allow
did
you
it.
to record.
That's not different.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm not
Oh,
doing it
you-
again.
I'll start recording now.
All right, cool.
We're live.
We're
Yeah.
recording. Hello.
Okay, right.
Hi.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bow.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Xbox Tavern's... Oh, fuck off. Why every time?
Hey! Yoppa!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Xbox Tavern. This is episode 26, and I am your host, Daniel. Joining me this week is Ian,
Hello.
Old Man Jamie,
Hello.
Scottish Gruff Ross,
All right.
and Graham, who keeps tinkering with all the show notes.
hello.
How are you, gentlemen?
I have something to do. innit?
Fantastic.
I've got to put a light on.
I'm glad you've
disappointed.
been ready from quarter 2 to...
Yeah, we're ready.
exactly.
We've been ready for half hour, yeah.
Yeah.
In fairness, I've got the fear that about 2/3 of the way through this podcast, it's going to get pitch black out there and I'm going to have no lights set up for nothing.
Well, I'll play quickly before I do it. Do I? He's like, oh, no.
And if you want to see how badly we're set up every week, come join us live on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Sometimes
Hey,
we're on
speak for
time.
yourself.
Hey,
Yeah.
um,
Get to hear the ramblings of the pre-show. That's like-
exactly. They're not
good
good.
stuff.
They're not good, trust me. And I wanted to shout out, insert coin. Oh my God, hang on. Excuse me.
You forgot to mute it. Yes.
You forgot to mute. Oh, well done.
It was coming too quick and fast. Insert coin. Head over to insertcoinclothing.com, and until June you get 20% off if you use the magic code of Xbox Tavern 20. Please note this doesn't work on gift cards, shipping, and a few other various things. But if you just want to pick up a shirt, go for it. They've got some nice stuff at the moment. And let's get into
They
the
do
podcast.
indeed. That's the podcast. Is that what we're doing? Shit.
Yeah, quick, everyone.
Ah,
And
no, right. Serious face.
we do have a review this week from Joanna. Thank you ever so much. This one is worth a listen. Really great podcast. The group of guys who run this are really chill, and you can tell that they genuinely love everything about Xbox and gaming. Definitely worth a listen. Thank you ever so much. That's from one of our American listeners, I believe. And
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
ever
you.
so much, and thank you for Ian for getting that down.
No worries.
She can understand us.
Well, She might be
Most
able-
of us.
Some
Yeah,
of us,
most
yeah.
of us, not me.
just that person up there.
I tried to put my best podcast voice on. Come on.
So, topic of the week. Of course, it has been here for the last 2 weeks now. Xcloud finally comes to iOS, and I am going to go with Graham, and I want Graham to tell us his experience with Xcloud and how it's gone on his iPhone.
Yeah.
Tell
But
us.
the one thing it hasn't worked on. I tested it on other things and it's worked perfectly. The iPhone was a bit mixed to get it started off. I tried it on the Chrome browser for iPhone and no dice. It didn't like it. Tried it on the Firefox one. It said incompatible browser. So I thought, oh, clearly they must have done it for the Safari browser, which initially did nothing at first. And then after about 3 tries, it suddenly just tweaked and went into this kind of black screen and then said, here you go, download the app to your desktop or your sort of your phone home screen. And basically it kind of sets itself up as an app on your iPhone. And then you just click into it and it looks similar to how the Game Pass kind of thing looks, where you've got your rows of games that you select to play. But whenever I click play on anything, it starts launching flickers and then just goes back to the home screen. Like, do you want to launch the game again? It just cannot get any game to launch. It didn't pick all, even though my sort of Bluetooth new Series X controller was hooked up via Bluetooth. Whenever I connected it, it kept saying controller not discovered or not found. So it wasn't finding that either. And so I just tried playing one of the touch games, but not launching either. And that was still kind of as of yesterday. I haven't tried it again today, but I mean, I was only testing it out just for the sake of it. I don't actually need to play it on the iPhone, but I just still can't get it to work. And there isn't much help online about what's happening or why it's failing. But at the moment on an iPhone 8, it's not been working for me.
You
Yeah.
didn't have
That
any of
was-
these issues. Yeah, sorry, you didn't have any of these issues with your Android phone, did you, before when you played it?
No, Android phone's been fine. I even tried it on my Android phone through the Xbox Play browser app version. Works perfectly fine. Even through the laptop via the Xbox Play works fine. On the Android tablet works fine. Literally just the iPhone 8, no dice.
That was the only thing I was going to ask. Is it maybe a hardware thing? So like, is the 8 not like updated enough to be compatible, or is
Fully
something
updated.
else?
It's up to date as it can be because it's
Yeah.
But then
not sure.
It's all
Refreshed
pulled,
it, restarted it. Not,
It's all pulled from the cloud, though, isn't it? So you would imagine that the tech should be there in the phone to allow you
Oh, yes,
to
it's
play.
not an app, is it? It's the browser, so
Yeah.
it should only just it's only just a screen essentially. So
Is
Yeah.
there any
Yeah.
sort of list of like supported devices, or obviously they'd say they'd support Chrome and Microsoft Edge in that, but do they say it won't work on a iPhone 8, for example, or iPhone 7 or something like that? Or is
that
that
I
just...
can find. If they have put it there, they've buried that somewhere deep in the Reddit.
you
forum.
think that'd be front and center?
You would think, but I mean, an iPhone 8 is not that old, so
it's only a few years old, yeah.
Yeah,
It's an odd one. I managed to get in finally. This was it Saturday morning or this morning?
Yesterday morning it
Yesterday morning. Yeah, I can't even think. My head is far too fuzzy for this.
was. Like Jaeger bombs to do that.
It was that Jaeger bomb.
At his age.
And my
His
age,
age,
yeah.
well, yeah. I
Um,
was trying to be nice.
And I found it worked. Yeah, well, the only issue I had was trying to sign in because it wasn't kind of at the forefront of. You get your email, you click, you go into it, and then you kind of come to another screen, and you have to kind of navigate and find where to sign in. And then after that, it's worked perfectly, and I've had no issues with it at all. Did anyone else get the invite, or has anyone else tried it?
Not on iPhone, no. No, I haven't tried it yet.
I know
'Cause
Jay,
I'm not
I got the
devil.
I got the invite for the, well, I assume it was the iPhone one as well, but I don't have an iPhone. But it also included the PC browser ones, like Graham said.
yeah.
So I played it on my Surface. Is it Surface 3 I've got here, Gray?
yeah,
Surface
Pro
Pro,
3.
yeah. Via the Chrome browser, and it didn't really work very well. But I only tried Fallout 76 when we tried to play the other day.
Oh yeah.
How did that go?
The game itself was all right, but the stream was awful. I couldn't join the party, and it was just lagging all over the place. So I gave up after about 10 minutes. And to be honest, I haven't had time to try it again.
No, I'm sure you'll try it this Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, as I said, I'll be staying at hotels a little bit more often coming up. So I'll be trying it there, see if it works.
He's going escorting for the listeners.
I mean, you can find my contact details online. Just
Just look at the website.
Xbox Tavern's branching out.
Yeah.
So, for those who didn't know, this is an invite-only beta. They are randomly sending out emails to people, and it seems like they're doing it very regularly. I mean, they pushed the email out on, I think, the 19th, the 20th it was. The first group of people got it, and as I said, I got mine on the 24th. So, I would say just keep checking your emails, and hopefully you'll get invited. I suppose a question for the panel: what do you think? Do you think this is going to change the way we are going to game as gamers?
Do you say game enough?
Well, I know.
Are we going to game?
Are you going to game?
I might
game
go
some
to
more?
game like a gamer.
So
Gamer.
most people would have a console and potentially a Switch,
Yeah.
predominantly. But now potentially you've got air quotes a Switch, or you've got your Xbox in your pocket if you're invited into this beta.
I think once we're able to go around more, obviously this last year has sort of shit the bed in terms of travel and stuff.
Yeah.
But once we're able to go around more, I think I might use it more often, just for convenience rather than lugging my Xbox everywhere with me. And the same for other people, I guess, especially if they got like what they call the backbone and the Razer Kishi and stuff.
Yeah. Once I can test the amount of data it uses as well, because that would be a key factor, because I've got such a limit. Like, I don't want to waste it all on just playing Xbox when I can wear that at home.
I tried the other day actually, and he said again with the browser via the phone, and I played for 5 minutes. I forget what game it was, like Banjo Kazooie or something, and it ended up using about 200 meg of my data
In just 10 minutes?
in just 5 minutes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and I don't know because I don't use my data very often, so I literally turned it on, loaded up the game, played it 5 minutes, turned the game off, and then checked my allowance, how much it had gone down before and after. And yeah, it was about 200 meg in 5 minutes, which sounds high, but I don't know if my phone might have been doing other stuff in the background as well, maybe.
Possibly.
If it was downloading a video, and it seems unlikely on YouTube.
Well, you're effectively streaming a video, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Kind
they
of.
said something about it not. I'm sure there was something mentioned that it wouldn't take that much data, but maybe I.
You'd hope.
Yeah, you hope not. That's the thing, because that's sort of what it should be sold on, really, is you can play on the go and not use much data.
Yeah.
Unless you have a limited one.
Yeah,
There's so
I'm
much
quite
caps these days in
The
data.
caps are getting higher and higher, though. Isn't it? A lot of them are still offering almost all you can eat data as well. They're starting to become more prominent. But
Yeah,
I think
that's what I've got.
it was supposed to have gone in hand with the whole 5G rollout thing, which got severely halted because if you ever
Because it
been
causes
into-
coronavirus.
I was literally thinking that.
Because it causing, yeah.
That's the cause.
It doesn't.
Damn,
I'm
they
sorry, I
caught
shouldn't
us.
say that.
But if you ever get a
get shut
taste
down.
of 5G, it's very surprising. When I went to an area which had it, I mean, you're getting like 230 Mbps sort of download speed on 5G.
Okay.
So it's pretty damn fast if you can pick it up.
Yeah.
For me, I think for now, I probably won't do much. But like I say, once the world starts opening them up, 5G becomes more prominent. It's probably worth, then you can use it more often because you're always out and about.
Yeah.
If you want a game on the go.
As soon as I got put in, I purchased the Backbone. I think Backbone 1 it's called. So it's like the Razer Rikishi. I was looking at the reviews, and I got told the Rikishi was quite good.
Yeah, I've
Looked
got
at
one.
reviews,
Okay.
and they said though the kind of the RB and LB buttons were really spongy. So I've gone for the Backbone because the sounds of them, they sound a lot harder. They sound like a controller kind of.
I'll tell you,
More of a
misses
click
that.
to them. Yeah.
More tactile type idea.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not words at all.
No.
Backbone.
Back-
It's telling you something when the Scottishman can speak better English than the Englishman.
Yeah.
He's
think
too
Razor
scared to say he's got a backbone because his missus might be listening. Like, what did
think-
you say?
I think Razor should
What did you
definitely get a
say?
sponsorship with Rikishi as well.
Yeah,
Ricky,
I'm backing it up.
I didn't want to correct him. I just thought,
it's Ricky, not Ricky. How pronounce
It's just
it?
Kishi.
Razor
Razor
Kishi.
Kisha. I know it's Razor, which has an R in it,
No,
and then
it's-
Kisha, but it's not
Razor
Rikishi.
Kishi.
Listen, it's Rikishi, and that's the end of it. It's always
Start doing the
That'll be
Scotty
when the
Hottie
buttons
comes
are
out and
so
does the
spon-
work.
spongy.
Yeah, so that's.
Segue.
I think on that note, I'll just add. I was playing, and don't do it, Ian. I was playing Tell Me Why today, and I
Tell
was,
me why.
Ross beat him to it.
Didn't
and
want to do it.
this
Someone else
is-
did it for me.
this is one of the touch control games, and there doesn't seem to be an option to turn touch controls off and just use your controller.
Launch the other version of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't launch the touch version, launch the normal version.
Okay.
I don't think that's an option, is though. You just launch games. I think as long as you've got the controller connected,
Yeah,
it'll go with
I
that.
thought. I thought you
There's
just
thing
see
that
the
says play
tile.
with touch, and then there's play as in normal.
Oh, really?
I'm literally
Pretty
going to look
sure.
at this now
I'll
as
double
you're.
check that.
Yeah.
I'm looking now.
Because every time I've ever tried to launch a game on Game Pass on the app, it's always just said play, and it either worked if I had my controller, or if it wasn't connected, it would use touch.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't
that might
think
work
it-
then.
I've not used it very much, admittedly, but
I'm
I don't
just
remember
logging
seeing
into it now. But it doesn't. Then it's not predominant enough. Oh no! To be fair, I mean, right? Okay, so those games do have the icon with touch. So if I put "Tell Me Why" in, let's have a look.
Tell me why.
I was just going to wait and watch him play this.
Watch.
Rikishi.
Well,
Yeah. No, so yeah, it only comes up with one version, and it shows that it's touch control, and that's it.
So maybe it's unlike Jamie says, where if you have a controller plugged in.
So, well, I had it connected, and it still wouldn't. So the icons wouldn't come off. But that's the only downside I've got at the moment with xCloud.
well,
So-
maybe there's some a hidden setting somewhere or something.
I've
along
got
those
two
lines.
versions when I type in "Tell me why."
So I wonder if that's if you're on Android now,
Is
you're
that your
on-
Android one here?
Of course, the superior brand of the two.
but you're
I'm
no
not- I'm
longer
not-
in
I'm not-
beta, are you?
I don't do beta.
I
What?
think they're all in beta, aren't they? All the
Yeah.
versions of xCloud.
Okay. Send me a screenshot.
But obviously, iPhone is much newer, so maybe they've still
Yeah.
got to iron those kinks out.
Possibly.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, the data is not so much a big issue if you've got unlimited, but I can like something like I know Fable 3 and Fable Anniversary are going into the cloud this month. Something like that on an iPad or a Samsung Galaxy, whatever it may be. I mean, that's going to be a really nice upgrade than sit and try watch on a Switch screen or a phone screen, things like that.
That'd be good. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
So I just see the picture of Dad.
I think Ian's exploded.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ian seen Drunken Dan.
I've seen drunk down pictures.
It's not good. Right. So let's move into the next news story. Psychonauts.
Don't worry.
Don't show anyone. Shh. Psychonauts 2 is coming out this year. Double Fine tweeted out on April the 19th that basically it's coming. They haven't confirmed a date. They've said it's playable. Is anyone actually excited for this game coming out?
No.
No. Has anyone played any of... oh, God, why can't I think of his name now? His name escapes
Schafer.
me. Yeah, Tim Schafer's games.
Psychonaut 1.
I was excited when I seen the first trailer of it, but that was 5 years ago, and I'm kind of like over it now.
You don't. I'm excited. I think this will be my first Psychonauts
Completion?
game to play. Will you stop it? I loved Brutal Legend. That was an awesome game, and the humour was hilarious. And I guess I'm the only one who's going to be excited about this game. I'm so sad.
Yeah, I know the first one gets a lot of love, but that was one that passed me by on the original Xbox. And then obviously, I think they got re-released on the 360 or remastered or something. Or
They're
was it just backwards compatible? Yeah,
Could be
must have been
backwards
compatible.
yeah.
But again, it's not one I've ever looked at or I don't know. I appreciate Tim Schafer's like
Crazy
style
mind.
of games. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever played any of his the games all the way through, like
What other
Brutal
games has he
Legend
made?
and
Oh, Brutal Legend. Did he make that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Brutal
good.
Legend was alright.
and like
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
brilliant.
Brutal
was
Legend.
brilliant.
was it Stacking on Xbox Live Arcade?
Yeah, I think that was another one.
And obviously like Grim Fandango and stuff like that he had a hand in at LucasArts. But
Fair enough.
yeah, I've never really got into any of his games properly.
Do you think you'll try this one out, or are you just gonna?
If it's in Game Pass, but
Yeah, it's going to go in Game
Yeah.
Pass day one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'd be stupid not to try it.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. If it's Game Pass, I probably will give it a go. If
we'll
not,
get the
I'll probably
1000
wait.
G.
Yeah, if not, I'll probably wait for a sale, maybe a rental.
You and your rentals.
Also, yeah, I meant to ask that last week. Where are you renting games from in this modern day?
Boomerang Rentals.
Boomerang, yeah, I thought it was going to be
That's still
Boomerang.
a
I'm
thing.
Yeah,
yeah, I was going to
still
say I've not used them in about 8 years. I didn't know if they were still a business or not.
going. Yeah, still going, still really good.
I miss Love Film. Love Film was the best. They
Yeah.
should send you the games. You're allowed 2 games with Love Film at the time, and then yeah, that was it.
I'm not going to lie, I totally robbed Love Film. I think I had 3 different accounts with them, and he just went, "Oh, I've got the game now." That's not going back. Sorry, Love Film, if I ever caused you to go out of business.
I got a
Well,
suit
I mean,
Tavern now.
they got bought out by Netflix. So I think they did all right somehow.
They're good. They're fine.
Yeah, bought out
Oh, yeah, they
or
did,
saved.
didn't they?
You know, all these games are going missing. Where we need some help. Netflix, come in. Here's some money.
Oh,
This
forget about
is
those
the
games.
savior. Yeah,
Mr. Netflix paid for your games, Ross. Basically.
you saved Netflix.
Yeah,
you
they
saved
know
Love Film.
This is why my subscription's gone up because of you.
Exactly, because of me stealing games, Dan has to pay £14 a month for his Netflix.
Terrible. And they're cutting down the extra profiles, aren't they?
In fairness,
So-
see these people
How
who
many
leech off them.
It doesn't say that. You can't share it now. They're going to
Yeah,
check IP addresses and stuff.
We've got 6 different people logged into our Netflix account. I don't see that lasting
Don't
very
tell
long.
them that. First you're stealing from them, now you're fucking sharing your account.
Stealing for more.
Yeah.
Screw you, Netflix. Screw you. Come Amazon Prime.
Next thing, Pornhub will be after you.
As talent, or
It's definitely not as talent. I don't think they have that category on that.
What, Gruff Scott? I'm sure they do. Right, let's quickly go on before this gets a complete R rating. And
It's
it'll
not
be
the size
21
of the
plus.
fight. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
This is getting a massive E on Apple Pay, isn't it?
a massive what? Sorry.
E.
Oh, E, sorry.
So I always thought E was for everyone, and then I worked out it was explicit. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
This is not for everyone.
Yeah.
Why are
Right.
these people swearing?
Yeah, Jesus.
God damn it.
Okay.
Mummy, what's Pornhub? Oh no!
You
I'm
can see
stuck.
every dad in a car driving the child to school and everything going, ooh.
I've no idea. I've no idea. So I've
What are
never.
we talking about?
Right, and Tom Warriner tweeted out, again, everything was on the 19th of April, wasn't it? Microsoft's new update speeds up downloads by suspending games. This new dashboard update goes live as of the 19th and includes a suspension feature. Are you guys happy about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe
I
you
saw
can.
that, and it works. Yeah.
I
Good.
had that the other day. I was playing MLB The Show, and I was doing another game that I won't mention because I'm not meant to yet. And it was great. It was suspending MLB so that this game was getting the fastest speed it could to get this game downloaded. So it's a nice wee feature that
Yeah.
you probably won't notice all the time you're using it. But if you specifically click into My Games and Apps and you watch it, it'll tell you this game's suspended because of downloads and things like that. So it's a nice little touch.
Yeah, I like it. I'm all for it.
There's
It's
a new
another one of
feature
these-
as well. That
Yeah, it's one of these quality of life features that, not to take a dig at Sony, but I mean, it's one of these things like the smart delivery, where people won't think that much of it. They'll probably think it's just a gimmick, and then they'll start using it and realize, oh, wait a minute, this actually makes a lot more sense to use this than it does just trying to download a game at the same time as having another game running.
Yeah.
But there's a new feature as well. I'm not sure if it's because of the version I'm on, but they've also created a group for your quick resume games as well.
I was
Yep,
about to
I had
mention
read that
it,
as well.
I
So
was-
it's got like a list a list of all the games that you've currently got sitting.
And you can kick them off if you don't want them quick resumed.
Because we're in the alpha skip ahead, I think, because I got that the other day as well.
Well, I've just jumped out of the alpha program, but I had read about it just before I came out to see that was coming.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's quite handy. It literally is, as you said, Greg, listed at the top of your sort of group section. And I checked earlier on. I had Resident Evil 0, obviously.
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4. Okay, we know.
And I had Eastshade, which I haven't played in about 3 weeks, just sitting there. And again, as you said, all we got to do is click it, say get rid of quick resume, and it just removes it for you, so you can free up space for a couple other games.
So, just out of interest, how many kind of games did you have in? Because I presume it will show every single game.
I had seven in my quick resume group.
So the most I've had so far is just 3, but I haven't really played many that have supported it so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 7's
I
still a
dabble in
lot.
a lot of the gold ones, but I had about 7 in there.
That's not bad.
Not anymore, because there was about 3 I hadn't played for like 4 weeks, and I was like, hang on a minute, let's get rid of those.
Yeah, sacked.
It doesn't give you an order though, does it, Gray? I don't think it doesn't say like if you load up a new quick resume, this one will be the one kicked out.
No.
Is that no?
There was no other thing other than if you go into your My Games and things, and then it just appears as one of the top groups as quick resume just in there, because some games just still don't have it, and there's no guarantee it's going to create a quick resume for whatever you're playing at the time. If it doesn't say like if there's like a quota of what's left, just slot in a new game that can go into quick resume. But
so you can't even
somewhere down the line.
You can't even assume then the bottom one would be the one kicked out, or the top one would be the one kicked out if you start a new quick resume game.
I assume it would be in order, so as you load them up, they'll just get put to the front of the queue, and then whatever you load up next will kick one at the back. But it doesn't, as you said, it doesn't explain if you've got enough room to add another one in, or if when you add this one in, that one's going to go. It's not clear, but at least it gives you an idea of what you have got suspended for now, whereas before it was just fucking pot luck. I loaded it up before, maybe it's still there, I don't know.
It is kind of that.
It'd be interesting to see how that evolves, and if that will kind of change and give you an idea. As you say, you can have another 3 more quick resume games, or the bottom of the pile's the one that's going to leave.
Because you'd kind of want to mark games don't have a quick resume on this game, like games are server based, because there's no fucking point.
Yeah, there's no point, because as soon as you jump out, it's like, oh, you need to reconnect.
Yeah, it happens always with Apex.
I'll say Apex.
Apex is a nightmare.
You'd want to click something and say, don't quick resume this game, so you always launch it, so you don't have to go through that shit every time. And then it saves space for other games that you do want to quick resume. If you're touching on RPG or some quick action game that you can't save, and so you just leave it running.
I mean, I must admit, having Assassin's Creed on quick resume when it first launched was a lifesaver. That was fantastic. Just being able to drop in, drop out as soon as you clicked into it. It was there. None of this whole any of the menus, any of the loading screen with your little character running around in the animus. It was just boom.
Yeah, those games definitely, the bigger games that take forever to load. I use that in air quotes. Are godsends.
They also added go on, Russell.
I was just going to say, imagine if we had this sort of feature when the Witcher 3 first came out. Because that, as much as one of the best games ever made, the load screens on that were tedious. They took a good while to load in. So
that's a combination of running on the solid state drive and the quick resume.
Yeah, it just makes it so much nicer.
Yeah.
So they added, when you press the guide button, it comes up saying, excuse me, auto HDR and the FPS boost stuff. They've also added one now that says whether the game supports quick resume. So as you press it, it will come up with a little tag in the corner. So you'll know that if you leave that game, it will be suspended for you.
I didn't see that one.
That corner box then is going to be like that big at some point.
Yeah, it's going to be like this, stuck in the corner.
Yeah, you'll just have the icons, but they'll be like, "Oh, we can't do it anymore," and you'll be looking at these icons, going, "What the bloody hell? What does that mean?"
I need a key.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the ledger? Okay, I got it.
Decipher the hieroglyphics.
Ridiculous. Moving on to another great piece. Xbox tweeted out on the 21st of April, finally, your free games are free to play. So as of now, you can play Fortnite, Warframe, Apex, Rocket League, Roadblocks. I think there's 50 titles in total for free. So you don't need Xbox Live.
I sort of belittled this story. I thought, okay, that's fine, that's all right. And then I never actually realised what it curtailed, as in Warzone. You don't have to pay anything to play Warzone now. It's like, oh crap, I never actually realised that. And then you talk about Apex Legends, Fortnite, Roblox, and you're like, these are sort of massive games that you can just basically install and that's it, good to go.
They've done a quite good job of marketing this now, because as that tweet went out, I think it was the following day or later on in the evening, they basically tweeted out and said, this sounds really counterintuitive, but for £300 you can get the Xbox Series S and Fortnite and play for free. All right, you got to fork out 300 quid. But yeah, so then you can play Warzone, Apex, and all the other titles. And they could be stealing a couple of steps on Sony now by having a cheaper console, no subscription service now, and then potentially you could go, oh, and if you want, there's Game Pass there for £1 or $1 for a month. This marketing juggernaut that Xbox has put some time into is going to be...
I mean, how much is a Series S? $299.99.
Yeah, so that's about 300 quid.
So for a year's worth of Game Pass, you're going to be, what are you for a year's worth of Game Pass?
I think
it's 10 a month, isn't it?
Yeah, but can you buy like a year's worth of Game Pass and it comes out slightly cheaper? Or
I think it's 6 months is the most. I think 6 months is the most you can buy.
I think 6 months is like 50 quid or all that.
So say you buy 2 6 months, you're £100. So that brings your total amount to £400. So you're still under the price of a PlayStation 5, and you've got a catalogue over 100 plus games plus AAA titles like Warzone. Well, Fortnite's not AAA, but you know what I mean. Yeah. One of the big games, Fortnite, Roblox, Warframe, games like that. You don't have to pay anything to use them. So you've got a catalogue of almost 120 games for the price that's £50 cheaper, £100 cheaper, sorry, than getting a PS5.
Yep, it's
a lot of value.
Totally, and people do make this joke of how much Game Pass or Xbox put into the word value, but it speaks volumes of how much you get. As I said, for £1 for a month, you get as much as Xbox always say. It's over 100 games. I think someone totaled it up, isn't it? Just over 200 games in Game Pass, or something stupid.
Yeah.
I think across PC and cloud and Xbox.
Yeah, that's a shed load of games. I don't know how to push this out to a question for everyone. I can't, can I? Who's happy that it's free to play?
Yeah.
What I'd like to see is just make it free to play across all games, not just free to play games.
What do you mean?
As in like online multiplayer.
Yeah, so, you don't have to have live to play online multiplayer for games that aren't free to play, for example.
Yeah.
So for example, FIFA, for example.
Yeah, FIFA. I was going to say my kids like to play Minecraft online at the minute, playing like doing different server stuff, and they can't do that unless either me or either I'm signed in or they sign in on my main Xbox, that Graham's main Xbox, something like that. So yeah, that'd be nice.
I could see that coming in the next 6 months with, I don't know if we've put it in the news story this week, but obviously Microsoft failed in their attempt at buying Discord. So Discord have said, no, we ain't selling, we're going to stay independent. If you really wanted to, you could set up a party chat in Discord, use Discord and not use Xbox Live Arcade. Not arcade. You still have to have it to play the multiplayer side of it, but for chat, you don't need to have anything to affiliated with Microsoft. So I can see them going, we've missed out on Discord, so let's counteract and just put everything into this one bracket of you don't have to pay a monthly subscription and a live gold to do online multiplayer.
Yeah, I suppose, but a question for you guys then. Do you see, now we've got free-to-play games, do you think, so it's rebranded to the Xbox Network, can you see Xbox Live or Xbox Gold or however it is, do you see that disappearing at all?
Definitely.
Ross is So
look at the quality of games they're putting out on a monthly basis. There's not anything. Don't get me wrong, but actually the one that we've covered in the news a couple of times, the Valhalla one, is fun. Oh, Vikings, sorry, Vikings, Wolves of Midgard. That's actually a really good game, and I would never have picked it up had it not been on Games with Gold. But alternatively, they could have thrown it in a Game Pass, and you would have picked up in Game Pass. So there's no real, unless they're going to start putting out some blockbusters to counteract PS Plus, Live Gold's really not that
Definitely
appealing.
gone off a cliff in the last few months, isn't it?
Yeah.
The quality of the titles out there.
I mean, my personal view, I would like them to get rid of gold. I know that some people will be like, oh, but it's free games. I want my free games. But I'd like them to put more into Game Pass. Then you could lose that whole side of that service. As Jay said, free game or multiplayer games would be free, theoretically. And then you have, just Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. If you just want to play on your console, you've got your Game Pass. If you want, the choice of it on your
Cloud,
PC, on your
PC
cloud,
and console.
Yeah, if you want all three, then you get Game Pass Ultimate, and you leave it as those two SKUs. Done.
I think, as we said before, though, I think the problem there is, although that would be ideal, at the minute you've got Game Pass Ultimate, which includes Gold, Xbox, and PC. If you take Gold away,
you have to.
Are you going to lower the price, or are you going to add something else in to replace it into the Ultimate subscription?
Well, yeah, but
then people. Sorry,
go on.
I'll say I don't think they will get rid of Games of Gold, especially while the PlayStation version is still out there, because they'll just use that as a leverage. Oh, PlayStation is better. You get 2 free games a month, even though there's Game Pass.
You could.
I mean, whatever they do, if they lost Gold and then whatever money they're paying for Gold to get those titles into Games with Gold, that could be reinvested or repurposed in Game Pass. Okay, yes, they say that it includes Gold, but they only said it includes Gold because they had another SKU that said Xbox Live Gold, so they had to kind of clump it all together, didn't they?
Yeah.
To make it sound valuable, or to say, but for £3.
How much is Gold a year? It's still 60 quid a year in it, but how much is it per month?
50. Oh, £4? No, I can't remember.
Or £5, yeah.
7.
I'm just wondering how much cheaper it is than Ultimate at the minute, because if there's not that much difference in it anyway, I
want to say Ultimate is double it, isn't it?
$11.99 a month.
Yeah, Ultimate's $11.99.
Yeah, and then just normal Game Pass, isn't that like $7.99 or $8?
Yeah, so there's only £4 of a difference between the two of them.
I don't think there's much more between the.
Could you do something with like Microsoft Rewards? And if you get rid of Xbox Live Gold, if you go for Game Pass Ultimate, you earn 500 points a month in Microsoft Reward points by having Ultimate over not having Ultimate.
So they throw reward points at you anyway. You sneeze and you get reward points.
Exactly. So
yeah.
But why can't we just use the same feature and just like for Ultimate, they just give you like 1 or 2 free games in Ultimate a month?
Yeah.
Just do what Gold do and just take that away from Gold.
But then how would you implement that in Game Pass? Because surely you would have to have Game Pass to get the free games.
Yeah, but the Ultimate one gives you the free games, whereas the standard one doesn't. So
I suppose, that makes you the value up.
Yeah, that's kind of where the value lies. And then they might pick a better game for it rather than the crud they're dishing out now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
There's not much point though, is it? If they're giving you a free game in Game Pass, you might as well. Yeah,
but eventually they're going to leave, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not first party, but yeah.
Yeah, right. I suppose so. Yeah.
Or it might not be one that makes it directly into Game Pass. It might be an exclusive for Ultimate that it only comes in for Ultimate ones and they get to keep it as well.
See, that's a way of getting people up, isn't it? To
ramp
kind
it
of
up
sub
higher.
up.
Yeah.
That's
one that's only available on Ultimate as a way of sort of making it worthwhile.
Yeah. Do you think like a tiered system? So like on Amazon Prime, for example, you obviously got your subscription and then you got the ones you can buy on top of that.
Yeah.
With Game Pass, you'd have like 100 games. And then if you wanted the access to the extra 50 games, you have to be Ultimate.
I see. Yeah.
Something to make it worthwhile. Yeah. I mean, that would be a way of enticing them into paying for the higher one.
The problem they have with that is obviously the quality of games that they could realistically put into the higher tiers. Because obviously first party games are going to go straight into Game Pass as it is. So what third party, like MLB The Show, for example, would have been a prime candidate to go straight into the top tier of this Ultimate type idea.
Yeah, but it could just be that rather than we're thinking of it as things that go in high, they could just be taking stuff out of the lower version and putting it into the higher one. So the normal Game Pass doesn't get MLB The Show and only the higher Ultimate one does.
Yeah.
Or last gen versions or something.
Yeah, like that. They could just be taking stuff away from the lower pass when if they remove Gold.
Or as they've done, you've got EA Play. There was whispers of Ubisoft, whatever it was called, joining.
Yeah.
for Ultimate, those come into your Ultimate subscription. They don't come into your Game Pass subscription. Is another way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But there's so many ways and incarnations they could do.
I'm sure they're musing them all over to see which way to do it.
And the trouble is when you take something away from people, you have to give them something, and I think that's the very fine balance that they've got to find and get, because they don't want to keep having this kind of bad PR stunt as they did when they tried to increase gold.
Which is why I don't think they'll ever get rid of it.
Possibly. But I mean, I think we will wait and see. But they can't have too many subscription services, because then it gets confusing for the market that they're trying to grab, which is the box standard gamer, aren't they?
There was another was it a rumor or some sort of speculation or something the other day that they were going to put Game Pass onto Steam somehow, get that included in that. Which
I
again,
actually was going to cover that. I think I did cover it in one of my news stories a couple of weeks back, and that's not actually anything to do with Microsoft. That's Valve.
Yeah.
Valve are in talk. Valve are chasing Microsoft to get them to come on Steam, so that it boosts Steam's concurrent users. So if that worked, that'd be fantastic. But that would be.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they could then chuck in fucking, a couple hundred Steam games as well? Because I don't
think that's what it is, though. I think it's the other way about. I don't think Steam games are going to Microsoft. It's Microsoft games coming to Steam.
Yeah, I suppose that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was what the only thing that I had a sort of downer against it was. You're not going to get your Steam games coming into Game Pass. You're going to get your Game Pass games jumping onto Steam.
Then you've got the opportunity for the pipe dream of getting Steam games playing on your Xbox.
Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great.
I've got so many games in my Steam library that I can't play because my computer's not good enough. I can play on my Xbox.
Well, like
super into the series.
Yeah,
Fallout New Vegas.
Ooh.
Don't start with that shit.
Ooh, Dan's on it now.
Moving swiftly on, FPS boosts. We have got another range of titles that have jumped into FPS boosts. Battlefield 1, 4 and 5. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, also Battle for Neighborhood, also Warfare 2. Oh my god, there's loads. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2.
The only ones you need to mention is Titanfall 1 and 2.
Titanfall, yeah. I was going to say all of those
where
games...
Where are you getting to this? Yeah.
I was going to say all those games are dead games with the exception of Titanfall.
No, I don't know. Battlefield is Star Wars Battlefront. Sorry, Star Wars Battlefront is a decent game. But yeah, there are how many on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even going to count. I'm going to make a random guess of about 15
or so. I think,
yeah. 15
12
odd
titles.
Games. 12. Close.
You realise in the show notes it actually says FPS boost to 12 titles.
I'm glad you've seen that. Thank you.
Just putting that out.
That's just
this is coming from the
details.
stupid Scottish guy.
The gruff Scottish guy.
The gruff
Scottish guy who can't comprehend English.
That's it. Now you've put it in green and made it size 50. I can see it.
So, hey. Who's actually got 120 frames screen? I know Graham has. Ian, did you get one? And
yeah,
Ross?
I did.
Are you going to go and try these 120 frames games now?
I'm not on that one, but Rainbow Six Siege is so nice at 120 frames per second. It's
I second
beautiful. That. I specifically made sure that my next TV purchase for the house was 120 frames compatible. So, it's
to make me better. Rainbow Six.
It's lovely.
Oh, I don't like that game.
Does it actually affect the visuals and stuff, or is
yes.
So it doesn't look as good as a 60 frames version?
It's so much better. So much
very
better.
Crisp, very crisp, very glossy.
Some would say double.
Shockingly. No, it's just so nice. Like you're transitioning between rooms and things like that, and how long it takes from hip fire to up to your eye scope. Just so much better.
Ian, do you think it'd make me any good at the game?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
When you pick Fuse on hostage, no.
Oh. Why would you pick Fuse on hostage? The one thing that he's good at is
because someone's got to blow him up.
Massive big bomb into the room, and you don't want to kill one specific person.
That was my favourite part.
Fuse is awesome, to be fair.
It always happened. I did see the first go kick, try to kick. Oh, poor JB.
Tick, tick, tick,
You know what? You know what I see Jamie being is. I don't know if you've seen it on like YouTube or that. Is Jamie would be the person that on aeroplane you'd be up against a castle and a smoke, and it would be the guy that goes into the luggage compartment. Castle puts up all these barriers, and you throw a smoke bomb in, and Jamie would just be sitting there like, I can't get out, and dies. That'd be Jamie.
Pretty much. That you pretty much sum me up to a T right there.
Wait a minute, Siege in Game Pass. That needs to be next game Project Game Pass.
Well, I was just thinking
That is five player.
That would be hell, and it's got custom games.
We could do hide and seek. That's fun.
Yep, it's got custom games as well. So
I can turn my camera off, peekaboo. Right, anyway.
There we go. There's our next game.
Boom, sorted.
So many hours spent on Siege already, and I haven't played it in years.
Yeah, we played heavy like the first.
I played a
seasons.
lot. Yeah, I had all the first 3 season pass with all the operators, and it was I put too much time in that game.
I was dreadful at that game, as we know.
That's most games.
I was going to say,
if I wasn't so cack at it.
What's the games that you're not dreadful at, Dan?
Well, I was going to say we got 2 competent one barely passable, and 2. Yeah. So
Ian just shouts at me in Siege. He's like, "Put the barrier up, Dan. Dan." I'm like, "How do I do it?" Oh, for God's sake!
In fairness, you know what would really bother me about Dan? I don't see Dan having particularly good call-outs.
I know that's the same. Yeah, same in Apex.
I can't. Dan's call-outs. You can't
where
ping in Siege.
Well, Siege is shit.
You can ping-ish, but it's not that great.
It's not as good the same as Apex.
No.
Yeah, that's crap. So I'm gonna.
Before we move on, Dan's only bugbear of Apex is when he picks caustics and never puts any gas traps down.
So don't let him go smoke, in other words.
So Listen, I'm good at Apex. I got second the other night, drunk as a skunk.
You realize second isn't
Got a
winning.
badass over here.
I didn't know what I was doing. I got a couple of kills as well. It was weird, and I didn't steal them.
22nd.
Was it your own team?
Possibly. I don't know.
I mean, we've all seen your experiences with driving a truck in certain other battle royale games, so you know.
I just like running over toes. That's all. Unfortunately, it was my own.
Yes, it was.
No, as soon as he got that car, I know what's going to happen. I saw it straight away.
The thing is, I wasn't even looking for the clip. I was on my Google Drive looking at pictures from my house, and then I was like, oh, there's a truck. That must be Dan.
I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to send it.
Yeah, this is it. It could be anything. Could be absolutely anything. No, it's Dan.
As soon as he jumped out trying to climb that wall, I was like, I know what's going to happen.
You needed like the Benny Hill music coming in. I might edit that in.
Oh no!
Exactly. It was if I actually turned around and looked at the truck coming towards you, and it was just like
trying to jump it.
It was.
We'll put it on Twitter later. But Dan trying to jump a truck, it just doesn't work.
Some games you can jump in the back of a truck. I just couldn't.
In fairness, Dan, your defence on that should have been, in case you hadn't noticed, I was the only one left standing in the team at that point. You could have used to spin it on that.
It's fine. Listen, I'm a team player. Everybody knows this.
At least that's self-revive.
Talking of which,
I was going to say you did great to get into that revive beacon for us.
I did all right. I'm going to move swiftly on to question of the week now because I'm fed up of you guys just battering me at how crap I am at games. So we are going into. We've got a question here from Jay. Believe it or not, thank you.
What?
And Jay asks. Jay could ask himself. Jay, ask the panel.
I can't remember what I said. What did I say?
Okay. If we don't get anyone else,
show notes.
If we don't get anything else, is there a phrase or a mechanic in a game that is an instant turn-off for a game you might have otherwise been interested in?
Explain.
Yeah.
So, for example, for me, if I'm talking to you guys about a game and I think, that sounds pretty good, and then one of you says World Tiers, I'm like, fuck off. I'm not interested in the slightest because World Tiers just means I'm going to be grinding like a bastard. Oh, and you're not World Tier 3 yet. You can't do this. Fuck off. I just want to play the game. Just let me have fun. Division. I know, yep. and I loved every second of it. Is there anything that you hear, you think, oh, this game is really good, and then someone says roguelike.
Language of Love.
Or visual novel, perhaps.
Language
I
of
was just,
I'm out.
I was just about to say, I watched loads of trailers on Hades and thought, oh, wow, this game looks really, really good. And then I realized it was like you die and you go back to a certain place. It's like, nope, I'm out. Yeah. I don't know if is that roguelite? Is that
roguelite? Yeah.
Yep. Boom, no, done, dusted, not a care in the world. I can watch all the videos in the world about it. I'm not playing it though.
Yeah, Redneck's not too bad. Yeah, visual novels, language of love. I'm out. Enough. I've done
Dan's
enough.
all about that.
Done enough now.
No, I've done 1 2 minute. I think I'm visual noveled out. Unless I see that you can get the 1000G in under 20 minutes, then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I might have a dabble.
Even I'm done with that now. I'm like, that says something about me.
Oh God, you're not hardcore. You're not hardcore.
Graham,
Graham,
stealth and racing for me.
I knew you would be racing.
Same genre, stealth and racing.
So not Forza Horizon 4 for the next Project Game Pass then, no?
I can play it, but it's just racing.
If the cars have weapons, he's all right. But if they don't, if it's just racing, he's out. Yeah.
It's so boring and repetitive. It's just I can't deal with it. And stealth is tedious. Sort of hiding. Stop hiding.
I don't mind
everywhere.
stealth games as long as it's
No, I love
optional.
stealth games.
see, I'm with Graham. Stealth, and if it has to be pure stealth, I think one of the Deus Exes wasn't that meant to be kind of stealth. You had to go stealth. No, I'm not interested. I find it too boring.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't mind games where stealth is optional. So if you want to play a stealthy campaign, you can. Yeah. That's great. But you don't necessarily have to do it to complete the games.
No, that I agree with you there. Yeah. I prefer the option, but if you have to go stealth, I'm not interested at all.
See, I think I side with Ian. I'd rather play a stealth game than an action game.
So are you the sort of, like for Dishonored, for example, are you the type of people who go through it, try not to kill anybody except the person you need to kill, don't get spotted, don't do anything.
If I get spotted, I'll reload.
No spotted, I tried to even avoid knocking anyone out. Complete ghost.
Or if you knock them out, you kind of hide them so no one else can see them or something like that.
So the Hitman games, I would totally agree with that because the whole premise of that game is
Hitman's in, kill person.
You're a hitman,
yeah. You've got one target, that's the person you go for. If you do anybody else, you've not done it right. End of story. Dishonored, I like the fact that if you go into Dishonored wanting to be completely stealthy and for some reason you screw it up, you then don't have to go, all right, I've screwed it up, I need to quit and come back out. You can finish it going loud, but obviously you don't get as good.
No, but you do need to restart though. If you get spotted, no, we'd start again.
If I had to play again like that, I'd have to kick myself in the dick.
I can do that.
I love pure stealth. I'm all that. Apart from Aliens Isolation, I'm too scared to play that.
Alien Isolation is fantastic.
So you're not playing
That's one I've been wanting to play for ages. Absolutely ages.
Such a good game. Get yourself reacquainted with lockers. Brilliant.
Yeah. If you're so bagging on Jay playing Fallout 76, Ian's got to play that Alien Isolation in the dark by himself.
I've done it in VR once. Shut my pants.
Oh my God, VR.
I mean, that's
VR and event, and I literally was like, I don't want to do this. I got to scream out.
And you were giving me shit for not wanting to do the water demo at the PSVR.
I did. Yeah.
Our resident expert on Resident Evil, Jay, will be proud on Thursday at midnight when I'm going to do a Resi Evil stream at midnight in the dark with headset on. That'll be
damn right you are. We're going to do a co-stream.
That'll be
everyone do their fears. I'll do Alien Isolation in the dark. Everyone else do their.
The very first time I ever heard the siren on Silent Hill 2. That still traumatizes me.
Traumatizes me as playing like an F1 game with like full laps and full things, and I have to complete the race.
No racing.
I'm not allowed to stop until I finish it. It has to finish the race.
100% with Pete.
Wait a minute. That's the thing. Like, see on the old Gran Turismo games, do you remember the endurance? Graham won't remember, he didn't play them, but
I remember them, yeah.
You had the full length endurance races, and the races were like 10.5 hours. Like, you could pause it, but you couldn't like quit out and then resume. You just had to pause it, do whatever you had to do, and come back and do 10 or 15 laps, finish it, come back.
Go to bed, go to school.
Yeah, you had to
come back. How fucking queasy that's making me.
It was a full.
Mum, don't turn the console off.
And it's like, who thought that was a great idea?
Did you guys
literally goosebumps?
Did you guys ever do
the Le Mans 24-hour in my bedroom?
Turn the TV off and then put something over the console so no one knew it was on.
Yes,
of course.
It's not on. Honest, Mum.
It's not on.
Still doing it now, the PC.
Or the whole sort of.
Tell your mum you've left the PC.
See, that's fine. That's great. My PC is RGB fantastic. So my missus walks into the room and it lights up the whole room.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Ross, did you leave the PC on? No, I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
can't walk in that room because I've been blinded.
Yeah, that's what my room's like as well.
Yes, that doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah, same.
It was fine when it was just a Game Boy Color that I could hide under my pillow, and it was fine.
Shut the little magnifying lamp down. No,
That was awesome.
Oh God, I remember that fucking thing. God,
Hide it quickly, and you.
I'm asleep.
Sleep
Don't talk about.
we've
Everyone answered.
everyone answered yet? Has everyone answered? Yeah, everyone's answered.
Did you answer?
No,
Yeah,
I never answered.
no.
I just asked the question.
No, I did. I agreed with Graham. Stealth cat. I cannot. That would just. I would slip my wrists. Pure stealth. I'm done. Don't
I
want
thought
to
you
do
put a
it.
second
Actually,
piece in the game.
before we carry on, Ross, did you actually finish Dishonored?
No.
Oh, fuck my life. What are you
damn.
doing?
I'm sorry, mister. I haven't finished Fallout New Vegas, one of the
I haven't
greatest
even
games
got out
ever
of the first
made.
area. Fallout New Vegas, so they finished it.
Oh,
I'm at least
Dishonored's a
4 or
lot quicker,
5.
though.
I'm at least 5 or 6 hours into the game.
Yeah, but you haven't
I
got
just
long to go
haven't
then.
finished.
That's
Well,
what I
that's what I
mean,
mean.
just-
I've at least made progress. You're not at Good Springs, which is the first bloody town you visit.
Yeah, I've got so much other stuff to play. Though.
You haven't
It's
even
better.
made Vegas.
Yeah, well,
No, see,
I mean,
Vegas. You got
mean-
to make Vegas.
Go on,
there's,
make Vegas.
there's Resident Evil titles to play, so
Yeah, not more than 8 times as you've already played.
yeah, but
It's his fetish. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
exactly. How was yeah? So you haven't even finished the first one yet. Yeah, I assume you haven't started the second one then.
No. I'll finish the first and start the second when you finish New Vegas.
Ooh.
Or
That's a shame.
start
That's a
New
shame you'll
Vegas
never get
properly.
to it.
And
Yeah.
Ian plays Alien Isolation.
And yeah, or Gears.
Anything but Gears. Oh.
Got to play some Gears
Anything?
again.
Anything? Right, I'm going on
Anyway, yeah, let's move on.
to our video game challenge. We're on day 7, and this time it's favourite game couple. And Jamie, we're going to go with you first. Let me
It's
Oh.
exciting. It's exciting.
tell
Well,
me.
I'm gonna-
Set
I'm
the
gonna
scene.
I'm going to pick my proper answer first because
Yes.
it was a more recent game. It's a game called Haven, and the couple is U and K, and the whole premise of the game is about their relationship. So they've sort of run away from their home planet because their love is forbidden, as it usually is, and they've run away to this planet, and it's all like weird islands connected by energy. And basically the whole story is just about them exploring their
love.
relationship and being in love and having arguments and falling out and making up and looking after each other and everything. And it's bloody excellent. It's on Game Pass, of course, and yeah, it's really a really good game. And it's the gameplay's it's good enough, but the story is just brilliant. The way they interact with each other, they're real. The actors do a fantastic job of sort of replicating a real life relationship with the same sort of, like little in jokes and the little like the way she might moan at him for not cleaning the toilet or something, or he'll moan at her for being too nagging or whatever. And yeah, really good, really, really good. Fantastic couple. But also Marcus and Dom from Gears of War, because they are
Not a
the best
couple.
bromance you've ever seen.
Second
Manly
best
man.
romance you've ever seen. Second best.
Who's the best bromance then? You're going to say Shepard and Garrus. isn't
Shep
it?
and Garrus.
Shep and Garrus. Yeah. I
Yeah,
second
come
that.
on.
Shep and Garrus. So, Ross, I take it your one is Shep and Garrus,
Mine-
is it?
what- No, because I didn't take I didn't take the cheating option and go for a bromance. I went for proper romances.
We
Proper
can make them a
love.
couple as well.
If you go for femship, yeah, you can. But so I went for, if you're going for the main protagonist, Shepard and Liara, because let's face it, nobody else you really shouldn't be sleeping with any humans in a space game. But on the flip side of it, if you play your cards right, you can also get Garrus and Tally, who are my two favourite characters, out with Shepard to be a couple by the time of the end of the third game as well.
You can get them all.
I'm
You get all
Garrus
three of them.
Vakarian, and this is my rectum.
That's he's got to do some
Shep as soon as possible.
he's got to do some calibrations on Tally.
We'll bang, okay.
Oh my god, I can't even remember who I slept with in my one. I think I just kept trying to go with all the girls.
No one, because you're lonely.
Mostly with
one.
Rex.
Oh,
Cuddled myself
Rex
to sleep.
smash.
Cuddled myself to
Got
sleep.
pegged by a Krogan.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
did you get that far to play the game?
Yeah, I did finish
You
one
guys-
of them. All right, chill out.
What? You finished one of
I can't
them.
remember which one. I can guarantee hand on heart. I
Wait,
finished.
you haven't. You think. Wait, before we move on, you think you finished one of them, but you
finished
don't know which
one
one.
I
of
can't
them.
remember. That was so long
you
ago.
Played all three, but not.
Wait a minute. Did you
finished
finish?
all three.
Did you finish the one that had a really bouncy car in it? Did you finish one that was the best game that was ever existed?
No, so I finished.
Or
I
did you
definitely
finish the
finished
one-
three. No, definitely finished three.
You finished the shittest
Definitely.
ending one.
Wait, definitely finished three, and I'm sure I finished one as well.
I don't believe you.
How do we kick him for the podcast? How come from next week this is a 4-person show?
You can recalibrate all the screens.
Of a game
You go for it.
and not finish two of the main three of the game.
Don't I just,
How did
listen,
you not finish the best one in the series?
Because I was probably having sex at the time.
No, you weren't.
Oh, you
that's
are.
the
You're a
thing.
lonely man.
Your wife was shouting at you. That was what was happening.
Don't
It
lie.
wasn't sex. She was shouting at you. It was just that.
Amazing.
If you go for an excuse, don't pick the weakest.
Exactly. That's the one that's the most least believable was I was having sex.
Whatever, mate. Calm down.
Not with aliens, I assume. No.
Well, I was trying to, but they weren't putting out either.
Sitting on your hand doesn't count.
Oh no! Actually, to be fair, he didn't say whether it was in game or not. He was just stuck on that scene, just repeating it on loop.
Yeah.
He was the one
Well
throwing
before
the Fox
Pornhub.
News. It's fine.
God,
I feel embarrassed to know you sometimes, Dan. I'm not going to lie.
listen, I'm here for the chuckles. That's it.
And the squares.
And the squares. All about the squares. Ian, please let us know what's your couple.
Mine is Tidus and Una from Final Fantasy X.
I like that one.
Who on earth are these people?
The main
what?
What? Don't.
I haven't played Final Fantasy.
That's it. He knows the scene. Where?
Yeah.
But yeah, just from that annoying scene, and they're just the better one of all the Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
I know
I mean,
people go 8, but 8's terrible.
having started off my Final Fantasy career on X2, but yeah, Tidus and Luna are pretty awesome.
I think I
that is-
vaguely remember putting a disc in on the PlayStation 2 to play Final Fantasy and was like, "Oof, no.
So you didn't complete a game. That's normal. Okay. So,
Nobody's
yeah.
shocked by that, Dan.
I mean, yeah.
Just,
But no, I think from all the Final Fantasies, I think that's probably one of my more favourite storylines and couples of all of them.
This is going to show my utter noobishness in regards to Final Fantasy. But who was Cloud's missus?
That was probably
Sephiroth.
yeah.
Yuffie? I don't know.
I mean, he definitely rammed Cloud's missus, but I don't think it was.
Well, it wasn't Thingy who died. Was shit? I've
gonna
spoiled
say
it.
Yuffie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tifa, innit? Is that Tifa?
No,
Queen.
Tifa was the one that had the
Tifa
very
stays alive,
interesting costume.
Oh, Aerith, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, Aerith, of course.
sorry.
Yeah, that's who it was. Who got the Sephiroth sword straight through her?
She got his sword right through her.
Oh, she got her sword straight through it. Oh yeah,
Never got his sword out
she got that
Cold.
one-winged angel.
this seems like a game I need to look at."
from behind as well.
It was from behind. Yep, it went right in her from behind. It was nice.
Yeah, all the triangles and everything back in the day. The
Yeah.
weird shaped characters that they were.
The only good thing that came out of that game was the music. It's fucking brilliant.
Wait a minute. So you totally ignored the fact that Tifa was in it, yeah?
I didn't get past the bit where you dressed as a woman.
Have you not seen the new clips with Tifa in the bar?
No, I don't care.
You will after this thing.
You will have to
Nah.
see it.
So why did you get
There's
stuck
only
off?
one type that he's interested in. I sent a clip of him from the Yakuza game that he was interested in.
I'm
Yeah,
more
that's
in-
one.
Sorry, Jay. I was going to say, I'm more interested in why you got stopped when they were cross-dressing. What was wrong there?
Because I got bored.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that's what it was.
He got too horny. He's like, oh, I can't do this
Bored.
anymore.
My erection couldn't
Bored,
contain itself. So I've got to go. And I still went back to it.
The vibrations and controlling his erection. Just,
Too much.
Ah, you've been playing Metal Gear Solid, I see. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, and I'm going to quickly jump to Graham because otherwise this will get...
No,
far
don't
too-
mention this one.
oh no! Shh.
Don't do this. People are about to delete this podcast from every device possible.
It's over an hour.
It's
as
just
well.
the one I
Guys, look at
like.
us.
It's based off the third one and the TV series as well. It's Geralt and Yennefer from the Witcher series.
Might add the
Just-
only correct choice.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Nah, fucking yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, Jamie. Whoa, wait a minute, Jamie. Hold on. Why was that a no?
I can't remember her name now. The other girl,
Oh,
the
shit.
redhead.
Sorry.
Triss
You can't
Merigold.
remember,
Triss,
you
there
can't
we go.
remember her name, but she's the better candidate.
I was
for
going to
Geralt.
say something like Triss. Yeah, Triss. She's
Yeah.
yeah, boy.
I mean, like the thing is, I'll give Jay's due. I picked up Witcher when it was Witcher 2, and the whole point of Witcher 2 is you wake up next to Triss, and Triss is with you the whole game. And then when Witcher 3 came out, I was like, well, it only makes sense. I've played the whole Witcher 2 with Triss. Why would I not pick Triss in Witcher 3? And then I read the books. And then I was like, oh, yeah, Triss is a bit of a prick. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll put up with that.
Yeah, thing is, though, Triss is like, Yennefer's like, oh, well, fuck you. If you didn't want to do this, then I could really care less. Where Triss is like, love me. Please love me.
Yeah, true.
Super clingy, whereas Yennefer
I
is
just
her own
need your
independent
love.
badass.
Although I would go as far as anybody who's played the DLC for Witcher, Shani is probably the best out of all of them. Shani's awesome.
Is that Blood and Wine or
That's blood. No, that's Heart of Stone Shani.
Hearthstone? Yeah.
Yeah, Shani's the best out of all of them because she's nowhere near as clingy as Triss. She's not as much a bitch as Yennefer. She's just sort of like, I'm a human. If you want to put up with being a human, deal with it. If not, then go and sleep with your sorceresses.
Oh,
And he went.
Pretty much.
And he just slept with all three, so, or all four if you count Kira mates.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
did more
that's
than
my
toss a
choice
coin.
anyway.
I think that's a good choice.
Coin to your
Witcher.
Witcher.
It's not as bad as Dan's
Oh,
choice.
Valley of
No,
Flame.
it's fine.
I know.
Who
did Dan put? Dan's not even a relationship.
So hang
Also,
on, and I've got
apologies to Dan as well.
I've got
by the
two.
boxes.
So I've got two here, and they're both far out and weird. So
Okay.
bear
got
with
two.
me.
What, you were going to say
EC1.
Mario and Peach, and I was going to cut off.
No.
Yeah, just
So
Mario
Master
and
Chief.
Luigi.
All right, Master Chief and Cortana. All right, I know they're not the atypical couple. Okay, but
There's definitely a love story there, though, isn't
yeah.
there?
And
there's
before
something
you go
there.
on, what Dan's saying is a relationship. As long as you've got a woman talking in your head, you're in a relationship with somebody.
that's right, isn't it? No, okay. Right, okay. And then this one, bear with me because I can't remember the girl's name. So, The Walking
We're off to a
Dead.
cracking start.
Okay.
Okay.
And who was it? Was it Everett? The main protagonist who died, and the
Lee.
little girl, Lee. Yeah. Lee Everett.
Lee and
Clem-
Clementine.
Clementine.
You said a bit weird. This
Wait.
is
It's
taking a
not a
bad turn.
relationship.
People, wait. It
Wait,
actually says couple. So it doesn't
so-
necessarily mean who are in a relationship or anything else. Couple. That a couple is two.
I'm
How
going to
you-
I'm going to side with you, Dan, because that is a good pairing of people.
And that is-
use the word couple.
pairing.
That is
A
a
That's a good
good
pairing.
pairing.
couple?
That is a good. That is two people that are very good in that game that make your heart when you see what happens at the end.
Kenny and Thingy.
Oh,
That's the
Kenny.
Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
Hulk
that's it.
Hogan and Macho Man was a
Catch
good
it, that's it.
pairing. They weren't a couple.
There were a couple of
That's like
wrestlers.
saying Professor Layton and his little rent boy.
Yeah, but they had
Yeah.
Elizabeth to pair them together.
So
didn't
I
they?
have to say that
Yeah, well,
these
yeah.
three
Way
have
too
just got
hot here.
dirty minds.
Grandma's sex their couple.
I'll side with you, Dan, because
Don't
just for a
side with
moment.
him.
Just for
No,
a moment.
don't
Because
stick
it's
up
the
for
only
it.
game that made me cry at the end because I was very
It was sad.
about Lee and about
And-
Clementine.
And as much as this word is probably not the right word, they had a love for each other. Not in the weird way that these three are
don't
thinking
say
about.
that.
Yeah,
They
there's no
loved each other.
paedophilia,
Wait a minute, wait. I have a love for my pup. I'm not a couple with my pup. I'm not in a relationship with my German Shepherd.
Well, we don't know about you. Don't
Listen,
use
what
rough
you do
Scots.
Hey, you.
after dark with your dog is up to you. But if you're in a wasteland and it was just you and your dog, you would be a couple.
This is taking away too much of a turn than I thought.
It's after dark.
We
Xpod
had
Tavern.
to have-
Oh,
Dad's still
Hang
drunk.
on.
Still drunk from yesterday. No, I think that's a couple. Anyway, we're leaving it at that. We're going into Project Game Pass. Fallout 76 was our Project Game Pass. We're going to go around the table. Well, Ian, did you even play it?
No.
Wait a minute, I thought we had one more week of this. I thought we were doing one more this week and that was it done.
Yeah, it's technically you've got one more week.
You want to go one more week? We'll go one more week then. Let's go
One
one
more
more
week on
week.
Let me at least play the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
one more week on Friday and that's us done and dusted.
all right,
for
so
Fallout
Saturday,
76.
you guys all come up on Saturday with a game for next for the
We've already
next
decided.
month.
Yeah, we've already decided, Dan. Come on.
Rainbow Six Siege. We already said
Rainbow
that.
Six Siege. Keep up to date.
I was trying to stay away from that.
Hands up if you vote for Rainbow Six Siege.
Can
I
I
mean,
take
That's
your
three
cameras
out of
off?
five.
Or,
Yeah, that's
or
it's like
second
3.5.
extension.
We count.
Yeah.
All right. So for this month, our game is Project Game. For Project Game
Excellent.
Pass, our game is Fallout 76. We're going to be finishing this off on next week's podcast. We'll let you know what our thoughts are. I believe Ross might be doing a video for us on.
I am. I'll have that up by Tuesday at the latest.
Thank you very much.
You haven't been taking
Plus-
clips, have you?
No, but I'll steal the ones that Dan's
Oh,
put
it's
up
all right.
on his
Oh,
YouTube.
God,
one.
you
I'll
don't wanna
download
see
it
my
and steal the
gameplay?
clips.
Well, his gameplay, great.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want to see. Let's be honest.
Let's not see that.
Dig me
I ju-
home.
No, Ring of Fire.
Unsubscribe.
Ring of Fire.
Definitely Ring of Fire. All right, guys. I want to go into what we've been playing this week. And I suppose we're going to have to get this out of the way early. Jamie and your Resident Evil.
How long have we gone so far already?
So Jay played Resident Evil 0. Ian, what you been playing this week?
We're on an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's all right. We got another hour.
Oh,
or
we
so
got
yet.
enough. We're fine. Is everyone
Another
fine?
hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife's not been
Fine.
working a 13-hour shift and wants to see me. It's fine.
Nah, bollocks to her. All you got to explain to her is that Resident Evil was talked about, and she'd be like, "Do you know what? I understand."
Dad can hear the
Actually,
cane
that's
noises
like-
from his missus. That's why he's worried.
What's more worrying is the fact that she's seen the movies and enjoyed them.
Oh well, we don't.
But that's why I don't want to measure Resident
I've not
Evil.
met your missus, of course. I've not even met you in person, but yeah, that's just. Anyway,
I think
I finished Resident Evil 0. It's very good. I don't want to bore everyone with it. So
What
but
is
how
it
many
about?
of them?
Don't ask him. Why am I asking?
sorry, did you ask for the plot synopsis? Okay, so we start off with Rebecca. No. Rebecca is hunting a guy named Billy Cohen, who's a escaped convict, and she finds him. But it turns out he's actually very good, and he's not really a bad guy, but he was misrepresented. And you play as both of them throughout the entire game. And at points they separate, and Rebecca will go off one way, he'll go off the other way, and you have to team together to solve puzzles and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's really good, really good. I very much enjoyed it. I got right to the end, and then I got to what
to
was
the dad and
clearly
not play.
I got to what was clearly the boss room. So I thought I'm going to save it. I'm going to gather all my supplies and stuff and get ready. And then I went out at the corridor, and a giant frog jumped up and killed me instantly. So it set me back about half an hour. So I went back again.
Frog.
A giant frog jumped up and killed me. One hit killed me. I'd like to point out. I literally had no defense against it. So I stepped back half an hour. I did it all again. Went back to the same area. I was like, right, giant frog. I'm going to fuck this guy up this time. Didn't appear. Okay. So I carried on. He appeared a bit later on. Killed him straight away. No problem. Didn't appear again. Got to the end boss. And despite the fact that I'd saved all of the best ammo and all the herbs and everything else as you would normally do, I killed the boss in one try the first time, and then obviously they come back to life because it wasn't evil. I killed them again, and that was the end of the game. So a giant frog killed me more than a giant super mutant that was like super powered and come back to life after I killed it once, which was a bit annoying. But at the same time, it's done now. So I
Where
can move on to
does
the next
it rank in your Resident Evil?
It's definitely on the lower end. I would probably put it. In fact, it probably is at the bottom of the list out of all of them.
Okay.
Out of all of the mainline ones.
You
Anyway.
on 4?
I've got a feeling I'm going to regret this next question, but are all these on the Xbox?
Yes.
Okay.
Game
That's
Pass.
all I need to know.
Some of
They're
them
all
are
on
on
Game
Game Pass. 7's on Game Pass, and I think 4, 5, and 6 were, but they've come off now.
Well, I've played 5 and 6. I don't need to play those again. 4 I've never played. I've
But yeah,
played 1, 2, and 3.
You've got 0, 1, the remake, which was on GameCube, 2, 3 remake, 4, 5, 6, 7, and obviously Village is coming out in a couple of weeks, which is on, and Cove Veronica as well, which is a 360 back-to-back game.
And
But,
the Umbrella
yeah, it-
Chronicles that's on
Condemned?
the Wii.
Pardon?
Said the Umbrella Chronicles, which is on the Wii.
Which are also very good games actually. That Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles. But yeah, Zero is probably on the lower end, if not right at the bottom. It's still really good, obviously, because I love Resident Evil. But out of all of them, I'd much rather play any of the others, to be honest.
There we
Resident
go.
Evil.
And Resident Evil. So, also, just very quickly, sneaky fucking slide it in there. I played the Village demo this evening on the PlayStation 4. Not the PlayStation.
Blasphemy.
And it was very
And?
good. It's very good. I finished it in just over a quarter of an hour, so not very long, but very good.
And was this
Replay? Go on.
Sorry, go on, Ian.
No, you go first. Mine's a 9-1.
Okay, I was just going to say, is this the hour demo or was this the half
No,
hour?
so last week there was a half-hour Village demo.
Village.
This
is
week
the
there's
castle.
a half-hour
Castle.
castle
Okay.
demo, and then next week.
Come
when
on,
it comes
Dan,
to
keep up.
Xbox, where you got the two together.
Yeah.
But last week I didn't finish the demo, whereas this week I finished it in half the time that you're allotted. So I actually finished it twice. And yeah, it's very good.
Have
Very
you played
enjoyable.
Resident Evil Revelations?
I have played Resident Evil Revelations. Yes,
What's
both
That
on
was
Xbox.
actually
Is
really
that-
good. I like that.
Is that in the same? Not obviously. Where's that fit in the storyline wise of the numbers?
I think the first Revelations is set between 5 and 6,
Mhm.
and then the second one I think is set after that, but I'm not entirely sure. But they're both very good. But
There we
they're
go.
the first one is pretty short, and the second one is an episodic game, kind of
Yeah,
like the
4
Telltale
episodes.
game. So you play like an hour episode, and then you do another hour, and then another hour. I think there's 4 or 5 episodes. Very good
Cool.
though. It's got Barry Burton in it. I'm pleased, Gray.
Again,
I
I'm
don't know,
not
he's
going to.
asleep.
I'm not going to be a fan favorite for mentioning this, but did you see? I remember I sent you a thing in the WhatsApp about the whole like Lords of Resident Evil Village. How you've got Lady Damask, and then there was the other 3 other ones that are in the storyline for Village.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of an interesting thing that I hadn't really noticed about the game.
It's interesting to see that they are bringing kind of like Resident Evil 7. if you're not watching right now, everyone's falling asleep. So,
Yep.
like Resident Evil 7, you had Jack Baker and is it Margaret Baker and
Yeah, the Baker family.
yeah, each of them were sort of like their own. You got like a section which would lead up to a boss, which we're not sidetracked that great. Fuck you. So like you'd lead up to a section and it would lead up to a fight against Margaret, and then lead up to a fight against Jack, and lead up to a fight against someone else. Blah blah blah. It seems like that's going to be the case here. So you lead up to Lady Dimitrescu, and then you lead up to another one, and so on and so forth.
I'm sorry,
One
Jamie.
eternity later.
I got sidetracked by the fact that 2 grown men have cuddly teddy bears sitting right next to them.
I'm in the playroom. I'll get
I mean,
out my JJ.
I'm
if
not
you
one
want.
to judge, so I'm not gonna moan about it. But you know, we talk about
Oh,
Resident
yeah.
Evil. We got another half hour,
Playroom.
haven't we?
No, definitely not. Like the wind, we're going to swiftly
of course we
move
have.
to Ross and MLB The Show. Hit me, baby. What's going on with the show?
Yeah, well, I suppose the time that we've just spent using between Jamie talking about Resident Evil, me and Ian can sort of bounce off each other because we've both been playing this week.
Yep.
First time on Xbox.
It did feel
yeah,
really
blown away
weird
by it.
when I booted it up and it had the PlayStation Studios pop up.
Yeah, like you're standing there on the plate ready to hit a ball, and the scoreboard that you can see directly in front of you, all it is Sony Interactive Entertainment, PlayStation logos left, right, and center. It's like, yeah.
Did the kickoff? You know, like the logo screen where they have the PlayStation
Yeah.
symbols.
Yep,
In it. Did that
Sony
have
Sony
PlayStation
Interactive
characters,
Entertainment.
or was it just like
No, just a PlayStation symbol. So no, they
Yeah,
square
PlayStation
triangle
symbols.
X, circle.
Yeah, Sony Interactive Entertainment blasted right across your screen. Yeah, it's quite weird seeing that.
I've got it on my console. I'm looking forward to just loading it up and just to see that because I don't think I'll get much time into it.
I must admit, like,
Oh my God, really?
yeah, shock. I put up a little video on it saying that I think the last little bit I finish off saying is that it's going to be the sports game that I spend the most amount of time playing for this foreseeable future. So it's jumped in front of Madden and FIFA for me. It's just something a bit different on the Xbox. I know we've had like, what was it, the Super Mega Baseball or RBI Baseball and things like that. So, I mean, pretty animated games or non-realistic characters. So just being able to set up a game and sort of being a Red Sox follower, stepping out at Fenway with your green monster in front of you, it's just like, this is on Xbox. This is mind-blowing that this has been a game that's been on PlayStation for the last 4 generations of the game, and we're getting it day and date on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ian, you've been trying this as well. How have you been getting on with it?
I mean, it's a steep learning curve, probably because I'm not really used to all the rules and stuff. But yeah, trying to hit the ball that's another fun part.
Yeah. I mean,
did either of you play it on a PlayStation before? Or?
No,
No.
never. This is the first time I've ever played the MLB shows or whatever game. Yeah.
The pitching side of things is fun. The fielding side of things is fun. Being actually out in the outfield and sort of the balls, you're catching them. It's quite good. You've got like animations that allow you to like run up the walls to try and catch balls that are going for home runs and stuff like that. So that's all really fun. But the batting part of things, don't get me wrong, they do a really good job in the fact of when you get it right, there's nothing more satisfying than you just cracking this ball clean into like the stands, and you're like, that was amazing. But it's like a very small portion of it's not like Madden, where you can pretty much, if you play it properly against the computer, you can throw a 85-yard throw to a wide open receiver for a touchdown nearly every single pass. With this, it's like you hit it and it's like it goes into the outfield and you maybe get a double, or you maybe get a single, or the vast majority of the time
you try to get caught.
Yeah, you drill it into the ground, it lands at the pitcher, or it lands at like the man on first base, and before you've even got halfway to the first base, you're out. Or it's sky balls in the air and guys standing waiting for like 3 minutes on the ball coming down just to catch it.
You think you get more satisfaction out of the hitting, like the best part of it, you would think, would be the hitting side of it. Whereas you're saying the, air quote, the boring parts are the more enjoyable part?
No, it's not that they're more enjoyable.
I think it's learning it.
Yeah, they're easier to learn and they're easier to become competent at.
Yeah.
Whereas the hitting takes a bit more to it, because with the pitching, you're in control. So you get to dictate whether you go for a fastball, a curveball, things like that. Whereas the learning part of the batting side of it is you need to learn
the timings.
Which type of pitch is coming towards you. So you need to go whether you're just going to hit a basic strike, a counter strike, a power strike, a bunt. And until you learn exactly what's coming towards you to know which type of hit to get, you tend to play it safe and go, right, I'm just going to hit basic.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get lucky and the basic that you hit sails out the park for a home run, or most of the time you hit it and it bounces back to the first guy and you're out.
Right.
Or it goes in the air and you get caught.
Or it goes in the air, like it doesn't go any distance forward, it just goes straight up and you're like, great, I'm out. I didn't do anything else apart from hitting the ball up in the air. So there's more of a satisfaction for that one time you get it right and it sails 450 feet clean out the stadium.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going to try MLB The Show because I'm quite interested to see what it's all about. Ian, did you want to quickly talk about Warzone? Because I know they're changing their map, aren't they?
Yeah, so basically on Wednesday, they had a terrible crashy event. I didn't get a chance to play it, but a couple of my friends did. And it was, I quote, a shit show.
Okay. Didn't a part of the map?
Yes, the part of the map got nuked.
Yeah.
So basically, first things first, we had an event basically on where it was like basically the whole map was getting nuked and loads of radiation zones. So of course, if you die, you get turned into a zombie storyline. And then basically got towards the end. I think if there was 10 people alive, the extract helicopter will come down. Basically, it's you as one of the 10 people alive, you all kind of join as one team. and then you have to kill the zombies and extract, and then you win. That's the event they had.
Yeah.
And then the map got nuked, and then somehow 2 people went, blew up a mountain, and that turned back time to 1984.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah, I never
wasn't it?
understood that.
Yeah,
I
so
was
it's still Verdansk, it just turned back time, so it's now 1984, and the map's completely changed.
That really bothered me. That like they put this effort into nuking it. They could have made it look so much cooler at being like a nuclear wasteland, and then it's went back to like stadiums just in construction.
Yeah, so stadium's still in construction. A couple of towers are still in construction. Some of the buildings are still there as normal. The dam's no longer there. It's now like gondola ride.
That would have been so much cooler had they just left it as the current map.
It'd been interesting to see what they
destroyed.
would have done, but with a couple of buildings like just derelict or destroyed.
Yeah. So do you
or
think,
like you say, nuke zones we can't go in.
do you think it's going to change gameplay then? I mean, obviously you can't land at the dam if the dam's not there.
No, so it's just new areas now. So it's like the gondola, I can't remember what they called it. I think Summit, maybe?
What I'm confused about is they've said that Verdansk will never go back to its original state. So are they just going to keep it in the past, or are they going to do the same sort of? Are they going to do the same thing and make it? So
I think the rumors are
fast travel into the future, or
no? I think what the rumors are going to be is they're going to be keep Verdansk, but I think what's slowly going to happen is they're going to slowly move forward. So it's be 1984, then it'll probably go to like 1987, 88, probably, where a couple of buildings are now finished and something else is slowly starting to be built. They could probably bring something in where they could build it and then take it down because, they can do whatever they want, can't they? Between the times. They say, okay, we built this random building in the middle of nowhere. Then next season they go, oh, we've got blown up. And that's why that thing's there now. So I think that's what they're going to do, slowly bring it forward in time. And then maybe they go back to original state. Or again, when a new Call of Duty comes out, they go somewhere completely different. But I know they want to...
Go on, sorry. No, go on, carry on.
No, so I know that's kind of my kind of guess and what the kind of inkling's going to be, is they're going to keep this Verdansk in 1984 to coexist with the current Call of Duty. And then they'll kind of say, slowly move forward in time if they want to add new buildings or add certain things or aspects.
If you pick up a gun in Verdansk in 1984, is it a 1984 weapon, or are you picking up normal current weapons in that area as well? Oh, the whole screen. As Ian just...
He's confused by the question.
I thought it was me shit a bit then. I was like,
I thought I crashed. I was like, oh. So I think it's current weapons still. So I think it's 1984 weapons, but you can still get like the Modern Warfare guns from or current if you get like a loadout and stuff. So I haven't taken any guns away. So in a weird one way, you can still get the original guns from Modern Warfare along with the new Call of Duty guns as well.
Okay, all right. That's fine. So that's your Modern Warfare update for season 3, isn't it?
Season 3 of the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But so far actually, season I've done a couple of dubs already.
Well, just the way you roll, or the way you get carried.
Way. One rolled, one carried.
Okay.
But it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'll probably go back to it a bit more. I know Graham hates it with a passion.
I can't get on with it either. There's just something about it I just can't.
You get run over by cars.
Well, I mean, there's that issue, and I think whether it's in my own brain, it feels either too fast or too much is going on, whereas Apex just seems a lot better contained for my small peon brain.
There's way more cheeses in Call of Duty, which is frustrating as anything, but there's so many new kind of metas and new guns that always change up and down. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So. Yeah. And you've got to put the effort in to kind of leveling that gun up before you can actually play anything good. So now I think recently, like last season, I just got bored of doing that. So back to one of my old favourites, and I still managed to get wins and kills. It's just you've got to learn the new guns, and that can be frustrating as anything.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to Graham, what you been up to?
I picked one just this time. I finally finished Yakuza 2. So that's another one down. And I'm on Yakuza 3 now, and I think the remakes have broken this one. This one's supposed to be remade as well, but Yakuza 3 is pants, really, compared to the other ones. What 1 and 2 and 0 are amazing. I don't know what they've done to 3, but wow, it's so messy. I thought something was going wrong, but well, like it was a bad installation because when I first loaded it up, it was chugging. The intro was chugging, like the movie clip bit was chugging on it. It was like this is like installed like directly onto my Series S, and it's still chugging.
Oh, that's weird.
And then when you actually get to the gameplay, it sort of fixes itself, but it's so jittery. Everything is jittery, and they just seem to have broken certain things. The map's gone all stupid. The quests are stupid. The mini games aren't as fun as the other ones. It's like they've remade 1 and 2 so much better that 3 is still left in the past. And yeah, this one's already tough to play through as it is.
So I was going to ask you, do you think you're going to manage to power through and get this one done, or are you not at that breaking point yet?
I've done 1, 2, and 0. I mean, it's like the next one in the chain. I can't just sort of break the chain now. But it's going to be hard fought. I might just try and stick to the storyline and plow through this one. But
main
it's
quest
so gutting. It's supposed to be the next one in the line, and something's wrong. I even looked it up and said, "Is this one the worst in the series?" And everyone, it looks like this one is the bogey one of the series.
Oh gosh,
there is a lot of people that are not a fan of the third one. So
that's not good.
Yeah, I'm into the bad patch.
It hasn't got a full-on remake though, is it? Like the first couple?
No, nowhere near. You can tell. it plays like an old school game. It's so crazily jittery. But yeah, it's a shame because obviously I was getting into that series, and this one's made it quite hard to play. And yeah, the storyline hasn't quite picked up yet, but I'll power through. Hopefully, it improves.
Taking one for the team.
Mm.
So, you have all been absolutely hammering me about not finishing a game. I have finished a game this week.
Oh, wow.
Calm down. Me and my son have been playing Lego Jurassic World. I'm not going to go.
The game.
Well, I mean, I did all the work. He sat there like. Yeah. So it comes
you're
up
starting to finish the game, not you. Okay,
well,
yeah, exactly.
You should have seen him play. My God. So as I'm trying to do the thing, he's just running around like in things. I'm like, just pick up the Lego, the coins. Go pick them up. And he's still just like, doo-doo. I'm like, oh my God. He's only
sorry, what was
like
you
father, like
I missed
son.
it.
To be fair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, was that Jay?
What was you finished? I missed the name of the game.
The Lego Jurassic World.
Okay.
The weird thing about this one is as you're playing, obviously we're doing co-op on the same screen. As one moves off, the kind of line comes across the screen. And then if you move a different way, this line starts moving and rotating around. Really confusing. The game's all right. It kind of follows the movie as it does. But once we finished it, would you believe, only I think it was 5% of the game we completed, air quotes, completed. So if I wanted to 100% in that game, I've got to then go back, replay all the missions with all the other characters to find all the other little secret bits and bobs. And I can't do that with a 5-year-old.
That's part of the appeal of the Lego games, though, isn't it?
So, well, the replayability, yeah, but I think this game only felt like it was. So I'm sure we did it in 2 weeks. So we played a level a day, near enough. But yeah, I don't think I could do it just playing with myself, trying to get 100%. I think they really are trying to. There's no
Ask
other.
Ian's wife. She'll help you.
Oh, was she?
I thought Graham was going to say it, but
She can come around. She can come around and play.
bring your Mrs. Van mine, yeah.
Yeah, more than welcome. It's fine. I'll have to hand the controller outside though. The window's just here, so she can just peer in. Yeah. So I finished the game. I haven't been playing much games either, which is very, very sad. So if you
according to True Achievements, you haven't completed it, but okay.
So what's the final? I was there. The credits rolled. I was there running with the Indoraptor, collecting the coins.
If there's no proof of it, then it doesn't exist. It doesn't happen.
I just say True Achievements still says you've got quite a few levels to complete still.
Those you've got bonus missions. I'm not doing bonus missions. Trust me. So That's happened.
To obtain this live mission, this is storyline mission. This can't be missed.
Really?
Oh,
You'll have to share your screen so I can see it. I was going to see it with Wayne. I thought he was going to do it. I'm going to go on to...
I've only messed the boxes up once. Don't do it again.
I can't believe he did that. Can't believe I had to take him off. So we're going to go into what reviews are live over on xboxtavern.com. There is Bad Dream Coma, which was reviewed. We also have Ross with MLB The Show 21. And then Buildings Have Feelings Too. I'm trying to see, do we have... There's a couple more, was there no... And then there was one you did, Graham, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce.
Cymatically muffed.
Love it. Love it. And then also, I think Moon Raider was another one.
Yeah, no,
So,
this week, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to go check out those reviews, head over to xboxtavern.com and check them out. Give the site some love, please. And then also over on YouTube, we have a fair bit to be fair.
It was a busy week on YouTube this week.
Yeah, it felt like it was. I'm going to look back and then go, oh, no, actually, no, it wasn't. It might have been a busy
Still,
week
come
for
check
you.
us out on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure Ross dropped his weekly new dump. So
Yep.
He
Ross
did. He did. I had a dump on YouTube. Yep.
Ross did a dump. We've got, what did we have? Rain on Your Parade from Corey. We also had a video from myself, iOS Gaming, that just dropped. Then we also have Ross's video about the weekly news, which also, funny enough, mentions xCloud and iOS. And then first impressions of MLB The Show. So go check that out in tandem with his review. You'll enjoy them. They're great. Ross, what's new in Game Pass? Please let us know.
We have. So, coming to cloud, console, and PC on the 28th, we have Second Extinction. On the 29th, coming to cloud, console, and PC again, we've got Destroy All Humans. Fantastic game, I add. And then to the cloud service on the 30th of April, we have Fable 3 and Fable Anniversary, both coming.
Excellent. Anyone going to be jumping into any of those games?
If I ever get admitted to the xCloud program, I will be playing Fable 3 on the iPad anytime I get a chance.
Excellent.
Are you a fan of Fable 3 then? Because
I love the Fable games.
Yeah.
I think I sit with probably, I don't want to say the majority, but I couldn't, excuse me, Jesus Christ, I could not get into Fable 3 at all.
Fable 3 wasn't the best. Fable 2 is fantastic. Fable 3 was still good, but it didn't live up to the standards of Fable 2.
The expectation was so high, wasn't it, for that one?
Yeah.
It just didn't hit the mark for me. As you said, Fable 2 was awesome, and the original one was excellent. But
my biggest issue with Fable 3 is that they add a whole section of basically you have to grind the living daylights out of it to get the best ending. That's what bothers me. You have to have X amount of money to be able to do everything you need to do to make sure that you get a happy ending without everybody dying.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a happy ending.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine for me because at the time I completed Fable 3, they had the multiplayer glitch where you could get unlimited amount of money just by having somebody else in your game. So you just added in a second controller and you got all this extra money and you could complete everything you need to complete. But,
was there something similar to that as in Fable 2, where if you had a co-op partner, you could...
Yeah, if you had a co-op partner, you could get a lot of benefits out of having it, but it wasn't as... The storyline wasn't reliant on having somebody else to help you get the best ending of the game.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Can you remember that far back? Too old.
Gray, have you played the Fable Anniversary Edition? I know you were quite a fan of the original one.
Yeah, I did like the original. I'm not sure I've played the Anniversary one, but no, I did. I've played all the completed all the Fable series. They're all kind of good. Took a while getting used to. I think it was the second one where you press start and you went into a little office in your mind or whatever it was, the little room. I think it was with Stephen Fry or something. I think like that talking.
Yeah.
The butler or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Stephen Fry narrated the third one, didn't he? And then Hugh Laurie was in there somewhere as well, I think.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie was in the third one?
I have a feeling I remember because obviously Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie have a bit of a history together in terms of comedy and that, and I'm pretty sure I remember the pair of them teaming up for a game, and I thought it was Fable 3. I might be mistaken.
The first one, obviously, the Guildmaster was Hugo Might, who was the Treguard from the Nightmare series.
I can't remember. I'll
You
have to
have
check. Oh, he's
you
already
have-
looked. Our fact checker.
one step ahead. You have some big names, but I don't see Hugh Laurie. So you had John Cleese, Michael Fassbender,
Yes, John Cleese, yeah.
Stephen Fry, Naomi Harris, Nicholas Hoult, Ben Kingsley, Simon Pegg, Zoe Wanamaker. That's the big ones, but I don't see.
damn.
Yeah, I must be mistaken. I'm sure I remember the pair of them teaming up for a game at some point, but
It
thought it
wasn't
was Fable
Fable
3.
by the looks of it. I didn't realize Michael Fassbender was Logan.
No, I don't remember him.
John Cleese was your butler, not Stephen
Yeah.
Fry. Stephen
Yeah,
Fry
I
was
know.
Reaver.
As soon as you said John Cleese, that rings a bell now. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Reaver.
Yeah, he did the trailer. Didn't Cleese was in the trailer for the new one, wasn't he? He narrated. Did he narrate over it?
What was it? Yeah, John Cleese, because he'll be Jasper. He was your butler, so.
just don't mention the war. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. Graham,
Don't mention.
the war
Yes. The games with gold.
games. What? Yeah. What have we got? You've only got 4 days to collect them, haven't you?
Yeah. So
5
you've
days.
got Vikings Wars of Midgard from the 1st to the 30th of April. You have Truck Racing Championship from the 16th of April to the 15th of May. And you have Hardcore Uprising from the 16th to the 30th of April.
Excellent. Can't wait for tomorrow when they drop the new games, as always. Guys, that's it. That's the show. Thank you ever so much.
Just to interrupt in the last few bit, Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie did have a game, and it was Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet. Okay,
That's
thank you.
it. Yes.
Thank you. I knew they teamed up in something.
So yes, that's what it was.
Thank you very
In fact,
much.
Jay can't stop dropping about PlayStation, can
Yeah,
he?
PlayStation.
I just love
Starting to worry about this.
All right, let's get these plugs in. So, thank you for tuning in.
Plugs.
Oh, I was just thinking that before I went there. I started to look on.
Looks like it's in your background, mate. Right. For more Xbox Tavern content, please follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at Xbox Tavern. See all our written reviews on xboxtavern.com and check out our videos on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official. Do you know what is wrong with me today? I have been at Chocolate Bear. Ross,
I have been at Chaotic UI.
Graham,
At Graham Reaper.
Jay,
At Edax Sand.
and Ian.
And Nutty Way.
Be good to each other. Thank you. Goodbye, folks.
Bye.
Folks.
Bye.
I'm waiting for someone. Oh, I knew there was going to be
Oh
something.
yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, fucking ciao.
That's even better than the ka-chow.